True participatory democracy begins when decisions are not made over the heads of the residents, but together with them. On Saturday, May 16th, the Assembly Hall of the Pest-Szent-Lőrinc Pest-Szentimre Mayor's Office filled with life early in the morning. The first day of the district's community assembly began. Focusing on active dialogue, identifying local problems, and planning the future together. Following a smooth registration process, the residents took their seats at the work tables in the hall, ready to shape their own environment. The event began with a dignified moment. Those present commemorated the late László Petrovai as one. Following this, László Kedves, director of the InnoK Institute, welcomed the attendees, and Deputy Mayor László Somodi officially opened the assembly, highlighting the importance of civil cooperation, social policy, and the coordination of district communities. But what has happened so far? The participants did not start from scratch. Dr. Gyula Nagy summarized the milestones and results of previous community assemblies in a comprehensive review, bridging past successes with current tasks. The morning's first highlight topic was a burning issue affecting everyone: managing the housing crisis. The hybrid research presented within the EUI block aimed at residential validation, building trust, and testing the residents' willingness to participate. The presentation confronted the audience not with dry data, but with everyday reality: utility problems, uncertainty, and the consequences of help arriving late. We learned about the practical operation of the validated Civic Res project through a fictional example, the personal story of Bence and Marika, following how the immediate 48-hour assistance after a crisis situation works. After the introduction, participants broke into small groups of 10 to 12 to discuss what they had heard completely honestly, guided by facilitators. The goal was not superficial opinion gathering, but to uncover real reactions and barriers to entry. Would residents join such a system, and what would hold them back? The groups finally summarized the main lessons and operational concerns together. After a short coffee break, the program continued with an educational block aimed at planning and reframing small-scale community programs. The attention turned to one of the district's most important green hearts, the Bókay Garden. Sara Baksa-Valansky, chief architect of the district, Andrea Balog, landscape architect, and Gabor Szegi, architect-designer, presented the infrastructure development plans for Bókay in detail. The presentation was followed by exciting interactive elements. Together, we sought the answer to what we mean by community and participation today. It was stated that local residents are not just passive target groups of a development, but members of a living network of relationships, and the true value of the place lies in what can be participated in together. A true community ecosystem cannot be organized from the top down, but we can create the conditions for it together. At the end of the block, participants could also test their knowledge in a joint quiz, where they could applaud the winners together. After lunch, we took to the field of action. The first planning stage began, focusing on analyzing the district's cultural offerings and identifying shortcomings. After learning about the Bókay plans from the Green Group of the previous community assembly, an intense brainstorming session began. The participants individually formulated the real needs and missing elements that they miss from the current program offer of the Bókay Garden, based on their own experiences or those of their acquaintances. After the afternoon pastry break, the second planning stage followed, where the emphasis was on offering concrete development proposals and identifying virtues. The teams collected why they love the district and the Bókay Garden. Then, as the culmination of the day, presented their creative proposals to the entire audience in the form of presentations developed at the tables. By 5:30 in the afternoon, the intensive work of the first day was successfully concluded. A lot of valuable insights, constructive proposals, and forward-looking ideas were included in the facilitators' notes. The organizers briefly outlined the tasks for the next day, as the process continues on Sunday with detailed concept building, setting priorities, and voting, where the attendees will decide the fate of the proposals. We thank every district resident for the energy invested in today and for their constructive work. Tomorrow, we continue shaping the future of our district together.